Hello there, everyone. Alexman here, and welcome to another Let's Play. And today, I offer you a storybook. And this is called The Unfinished Swan. This game is an indie-developed title. That was originally a PS3 exclusive, actually, and recently, about I think it was 2020, it was released to Steam. And I figure to be different on the YouTube channel. I played a lot of different games, but this is sort of a different sort of game we're playing today. Let's go see what this Unfinished Swan has in store for us. Now, this is sort of like a glorified walking simulator, somewhat, with some minor puzzle elements. But for the most part, though, it's a somber tone of a game. And so, let's get this game started and see what this story unfolds. So I do like the art direction this game goes for sometimes. It acts like more like it's a really big storybook.
Monroe's mother had always been much better at starting things than finishing them. When she died, she left behind over 300 canvases, not one of them finished, along with Monroe, who felt pretty unfinished himself. The orphanage allowed him to keep only one painting, and so he chose the unfinished swan that had always been his mother's favorite. But that night, he woke up to find the swan had disappeared. So he took his mother's silver paintbrush and followed the footprints into a little door he hadn't seen before.
So, I will be quiet for most of the story, but this is the Unfinished Swan, folks. It's unfinished. There we go. There's our gameplay. So we are Monroe, a 10-year-old boy that basically became an orphan because of his mother passing away. We don't know what happened with the father, though. But all of her paintings were all basically unfinished paintings. She could not finish one. But Monroe loved the Unfinished Swan. This is the door we just walked through, right here. So we need to work around a way to find ourselves around by using this paintbrush we have on hand to basically paint our way forward. Now, I would say this game is kind of a uniqueness. It plays with your expectations quite a bit. As you know, you use the, I'm using the arrow keys, but you can use the controller if you wish. But I'm using the arrow keys for the game here, with the mouse button using its only purpose to fling a paintball, depending where we're going. So, the Unfinished Swan, apparently this picture came to life, came out of its painting. Oh man, we're getting rid of the Mario 64 flashbacks, aren't we? You jump into a painting, just comes out of it, they become real. But yeah, this is sort of like a weird... It's kind of, again, most likely a walking simulator with minor puzzle elements, which don't get introduced until like a little bit later. This game isn't very long, to be fair. And I figure, to start off this year, I figured we'd try something a little bit more somber. As we ended off in a very, last year we ended off with a game that was very, a very sleeper hit. This is figured to be a little more casual today. Oh, I see. There's the swan petal. The swan must be here, but I don't see the swan. Where is this thing? Where is this swan at? Where'd it go? I can't even see where I'm going. This kingdom is completely covered in a bay of white. What the? Whoa! Hello. The frog. There's water. Well, that's a little shocking. Did I just see a sea serpent somewhere? That caught me completely by surprise. So yeah, we can't really walk everywhere we wish. And you can paint everything you want. There is an achievement in this game that you have to, it's called the Minimalist Run. Which means you have to do this type of, like most of this game within the span of a few shots of ink. So, bear that in mind, that's a little tricky to pull off. Oh, it was a fish! It just ate my paintball! How dare that fish eat that up? So, For the Unfinished Swan, it's mostly, again, mostly of a storybook setting, more of a walking simulator. And I figured to try something different for the channel. And I think this is going to be a game to change things up. Because most of the people nowadays, my channel to be playing more of the Marios and the Zeldas, you know, to change to be more of the status quo in terms of Let's Plays. And I figured that this would be a nice change. I do like the art style this game is going for, though it is very minimalistic, I'll give it that. And as you can see, we can actually see depth in ourselves. See, that's where we just came from. We gotta figure out where this kingdom is lying. Now, the story is going to be told to us through Storybook interjections from here on out. So, when those pop up, I will be quiet when those happen. So, bear that in mind. There is a collectible to find in every world, which is a balloon. The balloons only thing to do is to unlock features, such as maybe new toys and whatnot. Oh, there's a gate here. And this is not completely blind. I have beaten this game once, so I'm just, you know, taking the scenery, trying to figure out how things are, because even I haven't figured out all the balloons yet. So if you do beat the game, you do unlock the ability to get a balloon locator, which basically allows you to unlock all the balloons eventually at some point, and try to find them in the general direction. But everything they unlock is basically cosmetic at best. So it's nothing that you would get the true ending of the game. Hey, I see foot. I see feet. You need to get over there somehow. There's a wall here. There's got to be something I can do to get around this. And those must be windows because the paint bounces right off of them. There's got to be somewhere I can get around here. I see a scaffolding. This might be something I need. All right, jump over this way. Box. Go up here. I can't jump up there. Sometimes the depth perception can be a little hard because of all the contrast of paint. Whoop. Well, that looks like a person's face. And welcome, Twitch chat. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard. Hope you have a fantastic time as we enjoy our surreal environments we're going through. So I still need to add a lurk button to Twitch. I still need to. And for those watching on YouTube, side things out the fact, I do stream these live on Twitch. But you should come by and watch me. Where you can get all the raw things I do out here. Let's see, we gotta go over here. Oh, good. There's a walkway over here. Nice. Let's see. Oh, cool. This must be a roof of some kind. So if you spot too much, you might get yourself lost in the color of the black. So try to use your paintball sparingly. You know, you have unlimited ammo. Here. I'm going down. All right. Here's the unfinished swan. We're gonna find him. That's not the unfinished swan. That's a chicken. That's not what we're looking for. I want this swan back so I can put it back in the painting. Then I get myself out of here and go back to my bed in the orphanage. That's what I have to do. I have to get down. What is this? Oh, it's a hand. With a ring on it, with a golden ring. I wonder what that's entailing. There's a pig. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Again, there's a lot of detail. There's a lot of detail in these environments. You just can't see them until you basically hit them enough. I'm not even sure what that's supposed to be. Wow, there's a wall there. Walls everywhere. You see that balloon over there? That's what we're trying to get to. We know exactly where we're going. I heard the air. Wait, is that it? Oh, I think I saw the swan. Someone was cooking something here really cool. Must have been a meat steak or something. Interesting. Let's see, where else can we go? Again, you kind of get yourself lost because you have to go. You have to explore a little bit here and see how you can get around the world here. Because this is, again, kind of you can easily get lost in this place if you don't paint enough. But also at the same time, you can also get yourself lost by basically painting too much. So I'm just trying to find myself a way around here. Oh, what's that? That looks to be trophies or a vase of some kind. Huh. That's nothing there. There's gotta be a way around here. Maybe up there. If I can find a way up there, we can get ourselves around here somewhere. So you finally get to understand this, the logic of this world once you get enough of the painting around here. You're like, yeah, I can see the detail of the world a little bit. It's almost like it's almost an alternate Splatoon. It's almost, it's a unicorn. Wow, kind of shocking. Again, you really can't see the world until the game, and I think the game evolves over time. That must be a common occurrence in our Let's Plays recently. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Okay, there's nothing there. Let's see. Where can we go from here? Climb up here. I can get this balloon. So this is what we're trying to look for, is these balloons. These are the collectibles you find. How you do them is unlocking them. You hit them. They say you unlock all the balloons and you can unlock some toys. The toys basically add tools like the aforementioned balloon finder. But that's about it in terms of unlockables, really. The others are just basically just tools. And then, hey, what's this? You hit this?
The king was young, arrogant, and amazingly talented. He was convinced no color existed that was good enough for his garden, so he left it white. While he pondered how to create some new colors, his kingdom began attracting settlers, and soon he found himself with bigger problems.
Bigger problems, you say? Well, I guess if you start creating a world, you have to populate it with people. You make a kingdom and booyah, things happen. Oh, the wall here. I can just break that wall down with ink. No worries. Let's see where we go from here. There's a balloon over there. Well, let's go. Hey! Get back here, you Swan. I'll get you in a moment. Alright, where are we going next here? Part 2. The Watchtower. Yeah, this game is broken up into chapters and whatnot. I think there's like a total of 4 chapters, I want to say. Like 4 areas of the game, and you unlock them as you go through the story. Some of them can be long, some can be short, and some can be quite interesting. Alright, I just want to find this swan. I just saw it. I want to find it. That's what I'm looking for. The swan apparently can just, go wherever it wants, apparently. Where else is something I can look around here? Where am I looking for? I see it around here and... Wait a minute. It was just here. Yeah, it was just right there. It's an infinity room. It's an infinity room. The swan went this way. Hey. I think I see him. Ah, there's a perspective. There's a puzzle here. So, yeah, this puzzle is not too hard to solve. Is that it's an infinity. It's an infinity room. As soon as you understand that, then you should be able to find the right way out. But it's just like right there. Haven't seen any other balloons yet, and sometimes you'll most likely go through the entire chapter like, I missed that many balloons? How? Like, I couldn't find any of them, and it's like, well, kind of. Sometimes you have to look around a different way, a different perspective. Oh, they closed the door. I can't get back to the orphanage now. Where's this swan? Why do I have to look? I just want my picture back. That's all I asked for. Yeah.
The king's new subjects were tired of white. They were tired of tripping, of banging their shins, of misplacing their homes. So they started painting everything, ruining the king's spotless design. In response, the king outlawed all non-magical brushes and pledged to spend the next month painting shadows for his kingdom.
Well, I guess the king had came to the settlers' demands. Because, man, I wouldn't mind having shadows myself. Because at least I can tell you exactly when it's dark and when it's light, where the sun is actually hitting us. Let's see. Oh, some new colors. Whoa. There's a balloon. I see it. This one's kind of tricky to hit. You have to swing up and get into there, and that's how you hit it. That's water, though. That's a different color. We're getting different colors now. And, hello.
Whoa.
I hope I don't have to kill that thing. It'd probably eat me up alive, knowing the issues we've been having earlier. That is definitely glass. We can't paint glass, apparently. We're at the first castle. The watchtower wasn't much of a watchtower, to come to think of it. Like, didn't even see the tower at all. But at least I'm glad we're finally seeing more colors. You see, when you add shadows, you can actually see where you're going. It's kind of nice, actually, if you think about it. But you also have to come to the realization that not everything is going to be perfect. It seems like this king wants this kingdom to be perfect and all, and apparently not a lot of people want to be. Because let's see it first. The king demanded that be in a completely white void and everything, and it's like, no, we want shadows. We don't want stumble or everything. Yeah, here's a hidden balloon over here. If I can hit this stupid thing, hit the balloon. There we go. Now, I'm not going after every balloon because I most likely have missed a few going up into this point entirely, so bear that in mind. Let's see. Oh. Well, he must really, really love himself that he's able to paint a picture and then paint a picture again and then paint a picture again. Infinity. Infinity expertise and whatnot. What's up with doing all these pots? It seems like his entire painting was unfinished, if you catch my drift. Starting of a maze, find swings round and into the exit. Oh, I hear that swan. The sooner we get that swan, the better. What's up here? Most likely things that are coated in gold or yellow color is something you can easily climb on. So the game doesn't subtly tell you that instead of seeing this one picture. Now this balloon took me for a loop. I really thought you're supposed to walk into this sector and grab the balloon, but no, the balloon is right there. That's the actual balloon, a very small balloon. I mean, it's kind of like the only one time that actually happens where it's like, yeah, the balloon was actually there and not really in a different spot. Oh, look at that. This is kind of a nice detailed images. Nice kingdom over the hillside and hippopotamus? That's a king too? I guess every kingdom any creature can call themselves king if they really wanted to. And whoa, hello.
Whoa.
Wow, that is an impressive maze. Hey, there it is, the swan. Come back here and I'm gonna capture you now. And no, oh, curses. Sometimes I wish I actually had wings. I can go get the swan myself. Fine. Fine. We'll go after the swan as soon as we can. And as soon as we're able to find ways to fly, we're going to get that swan in style. Now we have a maze we have to go through. You saw that maze earlier in that room? Yeah, this is the maze we have to find to get ourselves through. Gladly though, this maze is pretty easy.
The labyrinth was designed to be beautiful, and it was. It was not designed to be practical, and it wasn't. Whole families got lost for weeks at a time, mail took months to arrive, and many worried a labyrinth of this size was bound to attract dragons. Eventually, the complaints grew so loud even the king couldn't ignore them.
So why did the king make a maze in the first place? Like, I'm pretty sure he was doing it for mostly entertainment purposes, but... And I guess you want to show off a positive of a brush of some kind, but still. Like, why would you make a maze in the first place if you're paranoid about something? Also, by the way, here's a balloon. Yeah, it's coated in white. Kind of hard to see, but still. Man, that's an impressive paintbrush. So this king, this king has got a paintbrush too. Like we have. It could be different. There's a balloon over there. It's a different kind of balloon. Looks like a hot air balloon. I hope I don't have to walk that far. Ugh. I mean, if you're doing like mazes are not really fun sometimes, especially when I get in a corn maze where basically almost the entire maze is kind of destroyed because people just kept walking through the walls to make their own paths, which makes the map itself that you get at the beginning of at the stage of the corn maze completely useless. Kind of annoying in that regard. Do. What the? Whoa! Hello.
Whoa.
How did we get up here? We were just in the opposite. We're at the. There's the stupid swan. Come back here, you cursed bird. Yeah. No. Fine. Got near it and the bird and flew away again. We'll get that bird eventually someday.
The king was so frustrated with the messy, demanding people of his kingdom that he decided to start over. One morning he painted a boat and set off to find the perfect spot. He told himself he'd come back someday to finish what he had started, but of course, he never did.
Man, the king just made this entire kingdom of a big, huge maze. I guess to fought off, I guess there's all the people here would live in these high rises and everything. But people trying to escape the kingdom or basically leave the town, they had to go through the maze unless they had a hot air balloon to fly in. But still, it's like the king just got frustrated with the people's demands. Like, if that's the case, then you're not fit to rule. You know, like if you hate what people say about your kingdom, that's why you change. You make a compromises. You know, the sort of thing that humans do apparently. Also, if you haven't found that balloon earlier, you're supposed to use this telescope here, and you're supposed to zoom into the maze you were just at, and this is where he would show you where the balloon was. So you would have to go back and get it. It's again, if you're playing this for the blind for the first time, this is useful. But if you're playing on multiple playthroughs, most of these things become useless technically. All right, so I think it's only better to jump into the air hot air balloon and chase after that swan.
For the first time in weeks, Monroe felt good. He felt even better when the wind pushed him close enough to reach the swan. He was feeling so good, in fact, that he forgot all about his fear of heights. But when the swan wriggled free and Monroe fell over the side, he remembered almost immediately. That might have been the end of Monroe if this were a shorter story, but it isn't, which is why Monroe's troubles were just beginning.